Hi everyone, it's the 11th of September and it's been about 2 weeks or so since I posted my last video, so I thought it'd be time to record another one and update you all on all my stitching. I'm also recording today's video on my phone rather than my iPad, just to see if I can record without being cut off halfway through. I've checked and I think I've got just about enough storage on my phone. So hopefully it will last, and hopefully the quality and the sound is good enough. So we'll do this one and see how it goes. Might go back to the iPad if that's better. Okay, so yeah, I've been back at work now, teaching for a week. It's been quite a slow, long week. Takes a little while to get back into it after the 6 weeks holidays. But yeah, so pretty much back to normal now. And another 6 weeks till half term. Woohoo! So yeah, I don't really like counting down days or anything like that. I don't like to wish time away, but it's kind of what most teachers do to kind of get themselves through the term. So yeah. So yeah, I'll start off by showing you what I've been working on the past 2 weeks. I've only touched 3 whips, and this is the one that I've been concentrating on the most. Those of you that follow me on Instagram, buckle stitch. I will change my YouTube name to match my Instagram name, so you'll find me as buckle stitch on both of those places. So this is what I've been working on the most. So this is the Lakeside Needlecraft Stitch Along, and I have been still on the frame. It's a bit awkward for me to kind of get it in close, but I have been working on, put my hand behind it, I better, working on the wizard. Let me try and put a piece of paper behind it so that you can see it better. I haven't got one available. I'm in my new location of my bedroom, and I haven't really got anything that's kind of block out the light from the window behind me, but you kind of get the idea. So I'm almost finished. It's just the back stitch left to do, so I'm really pleased with that. This is being stitched on 32 count linen from Crafty Kitten, and it's called Fantasy Wings. So it looks very green there, but it has got some pinks and yellows in it as well, and it's nice and glittery if you can see it. Okay, so yeah, when I finished uploading this video, I will go on to the back stitch, which when I did the Pegasus did not take me that long, so I'll definitely finish it today and hopefully get on to something else for the rest of the evening. Yeah, didn't have anywhere near as many mess ups on this as I did for this one. Didn't really enjoy this one after a while because I kept having to make up for mistakes, but this one found much easier, I don't know, didn't have any problems. I stitched this one in a different style. I don't normally do this, but I split the chart up into its 10 by 10 grids, and I just stitched a 10 by 10 block at a time. Normally I just do the same colour all over, and then like I did for this one, but that didn't really work for me for this particular pattern, so I decided to chunk it up into blocks, which seems to have done me a lot of favours for this one, so I think I'll keep repeating that method. I don't think I'll stitch like that on everything. It just kind of depends on the pattern. If there's a lot of colour changes, I think I'll go with the 10 by 10 method. So yeah, so I'm quite pleased that I finished the September part of this design quite early on in September, because then it gives me quite a bit of time to carry on with the rest of the pattern that you find here, the border. I need to do the other circles because this is everything. I'm not hiding anything with it being on the frame. That is everything I've done. And if you've seen the pattern for it, there's a lot of border, a lot of these designs in between the circles. So yeah, there's a lot of in between bits to do, as well as these monthly characters. So yeah, so I'm pleased with that. I also love seeing pictures of everybody else that's doing this. Quite a lot of people I find on Instagram that I can see that are working on this as well. I normally use the hashtag Lakeside Fantasy Sale, and then I can kind of see everyone that's doing it and follow them and follow their progress. yeah, so that's the main thing I've been working on these past 2 weeks. I've also been working on, well, not a lot, but I've had a go at my Big Bang Theory design from Clouds Factory. I went to my craft club on this Monday just gone. So we meet in my father-in-law's pub. We call it Dragon Craft Nights because the pub he runs is called the Green Dragon. So there's normally only about 5 or 6 of us that go. Most of the crafty people that I'm friendly with are actually other teachers and teaching assistants and people I work with at my school. Sometimes my mum comes. She doesn't cross stitch, but she likes to colour in, and that's craft to me. My sister's been once before, but she'd like to come more, but she's a nurse and works, shifts, and sometimes she can't make it. And then everybody else that comes, so my friend Carolyn knits, and so does my friend Helen. And then there's another Helen. She kind of varies what she brings each week. Last week she brought crochet. And then my other friend Sam came, she brought colouring in. Yeah, so I'm really the only cross stitcher. But it's nice. We just all sit there, do our craft, have a drink. Yeah, and just have a chat for a couple of hours on a Monday night. So we don't meet every Monday, we do it every other week. And that's kind of, yeah, I think every week might get a bit too much with, everything else and every other goings on in life. But yeah, every 2 weeks seems to be nice for us. So I didn't want to take my Lakeside fantasy stitch along there just because it was quite big. And, carrying that around here, there and everywhere wasn't ideal. So I took my smaller Big Bang Theory design and I worked on Raj's head. And considering I was there for 2 hours, I didn't get an awful lot done. But hey, it's nice just to sit with people that enjoy craft and have a chat. So yeah, all I've managed to do is his hair and the majority of his face. So that's probably not even, I don't think that's somewhere between 50 and 100 stitches, and that's all I managed in 2 hours. I'm not sure if I'd finished this last time I showed you. I'm not sure if I finished Penny. But yeah, so yeah, it's going quite well. I really like this pattern. This is being stitched on, it's even weave. Oh yeah, it's from my grab bag from Sparkly's. It hasn't got a name, it's just a mixture of different size and colour fabrics, but they're all 32 count even weaves, I think. So yeah, it's a bit blue and white, cloudy sky looking. Yeah. Yeah, so that's that one. And then the third one. Oh yeah, so last time in my video I told you about the Just Cross Stitch magazines that I've managed to get an offer on, a digital only subscription. And as I was flicking through those, I found a really cute design of a bear toasting marshmallows or s'mores. All the marshmallows, I don't think they're the same thing. Maybe those of you stateside can tell me the difference. So yeah, so this is what I got done on that. Again, this is using the same fabric you might notice as the Big Bang Theory. This is kind of an extra part that I cut off. Yeah, my Mary Poppins needle minder. So you can't really make out much that it's a bear yet, apart from maybe its paw. It's almost like a human hand. But yeah, so I'll show you the picture of it. So I'll use my iPad. So there's the picture. Ooh, scroll up so you can't see the pattern. Yeah, so maybe you can kind of see what I've done now, if I can manage to hold both. Yes, I think you can kind of work out what I've done from that picture there. I've never stitched off my iPad before, just using a pattern that I haven't printed off. Maybe I've read some things before about people using some sort of PDF reader to mark off patterns and things like that. I did have a little look on that app store, but I couldn't really find anything like what I'd read about. So if any of you have any recommendations about ways to mark off your pattern if you're following a digital pattern, that would be really useful. So yeah, any tips would be great. Okay, so yeah, and that is all I have worked on in the past 2 weeks. I think this is going to be quite a short video. Yeah, so yeah, just those 3 whips. If anyone has any questions about any of those, please feel free to drop me a comment. I might try and add some links below to where I got those patterns from, although probably most of you all know. I'm sure, yeah, Clouds Factory. I don't really need to do a link for that one. Yeah, so, oh yeah, so I didn't have any stash acquisitions or haul this week, or these past 2 weeks. I'm still waiting for the fabric that I've ordered for my Bothy Threads kits that I showed you in my last video. I know they take about 3 to 4 weeks to come, no rush really. I'll just be happy to get them when they arrive. Yeah, so, yesterday I ordered a Mill Hill Santa ornament kit. Definitely been, what's the word? You know, when you watch someone else and you buy something that they've got, what word am I looking for? Oh, well, I was watching the Stash Queen, who was talking about her year of starts, and she was talking about collecting lots of the Mill Hill Santa kits, and they are really, really lovely. She said that she doesn't like to spend or try to not buy them for more than $5. I couldn't find them anywhere on the internet for less than £6, and in dollars that's probably $9, $10. I'm not really sure, something like that. But yeah, so I found a really nice one on eBay for £8 something, you know, so which is, I don't know what in dollars, but yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that coming. It's from the Rocky Mountaineer series of is it Rocky Mountaineer? Rocky Mountains. Yeah, Rocky Mountain series of Santas. So it's got a moose with it, or a deer. But yeah, when that comes, I'll show you on my next video, and I'm going to try and do that ready for this Christmas. If it goes well, I might buy another one and stitch it for my friend and give it to her to put on her tree this year as well. So yeah, that's something I've been thinking about the past few days. Oh yeah, another thing. So on Instagram, I'm really kind of interested in maybe trying a Heaven and Earth design. I never know whether you say it heed or hade. Yeah, but I'm really interested in trying one of those. So I had a little look on their website. I'm not really into kind of all the fairies and the, like, I don't know, there's a certain type of design I'm kind of not really into, but I kind of like nice scenes of things, like an outdoor scene, or yeah, something like that kind of appeals to me more than maybe like pictures of big characters and big faces. So I found one called Rockefeller Center, it was called. So I've been to the Rockefeller Center in New York a few years ago. I'm going again in February with my sister, and it's a Christmassy scene of lots of people ice skating at the Rockefeller Center. So I haven't managed to ice skate there, but as I'm going in February next year, I might have the chance. So yeah, I've requested a mini version of that design, mainly because I have no idea where I would put something that's that big in my house. If I'm stitching something that's fairly large, I do like to try and either give it to someone to hang up or keep it for myself and hang up somewhere. And if it's too big, I have no idea where I'll put it. And as it's my first one, or first attempt at one, as I haven't even tried it yet, I think I'd like to do something slightly smaller to see how I get on with something that's full coverage, which I haven't really done much of before. Maybe I'll even have to try parking, and I don't know how that works. I don't know how you don't get tangled threads everywhere. So maybe if you have any tips on how to park, I think there are some YouTube videos I should probably watch, then please let me know. But I'll try and put a link to that design underneath this video in the comment section, so if you're interested you can have a look. Yeah, I really like the other ones by the designer of that one. I think he was called Richard McNeil. So he had lots of really nice designs, and you'll kind of get the idea of the sort of heaven and earth design I like, judging by the kind of artwork that he produces. So yeah. Okay, so plans for the next week or two before I upload another video is to obviously finish the back stitch of my Lakeside needlecraft stitch along, and I'll post a picture on Instagram once I've done that, as always. Oh yeah, so I've also got the Clouds Factory stitch along to do, the postcards. They released their one on the 1st of September as Tokyo, so I'll probably start that tonight after I've done the back stitch of the Wizard. Yeah, and then when I've done that, I might even go back to work on the bear. I've also got my Not All Those Who Wander Are Lost design from the World of Cross Stitch magazine that I haven't touched for ages. Then I've got my Joan Elliott Mermaid I haven't touched for ages either. Oh, I'm definitely going to start doing that 10 by 10 block style of stitching rather than a colour at a time. I thought of that while doing the Wizard. So yeah, the different methods suit me for different designs. I think I'm going to have to try and change it so that, you know, less frogging occurs when I make mistakes on bigger pieces or full coverage pieces. Not full coverage, but you know, ones that are kind of a bit more intense with colour changes and stuff. Yeah, so sorry, lots of but yeah, quite a short video today. Have only worked on 3 things in the past 2 weeks. I've really enjoyed watching lots of other floss tubers. I've enjoyed watching Denkai, Essex Stitcher, Mumula, Stash Queen. Oh, Stitcherista is another one I found recently. Really, really funny. Yeah, I enjoy watching her rants. It's quite funny. Yeah, obviously lots of other people I've enjoyed watching. They're just the ones I've watched most recently that have uploaded recent videos. Yeah, so I hope everyone has had and will have a good stitchy week or fortnight. Before I upload a video again, please let me know if you've got any questions or if you've got any answers to any of the questions that I've had. Please let me know in the comments below. I hope the video quality of this is okay and the sound's alright. If not, I'll be going back to the iPad and it may end up cutting me off halfway through, but we shall see. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for subscribing and listening to my mumbling. What it sounds like to me anyway. And yeah, see you later. Bye bye.